Hi, this is Brad with ProLite Gear, and today we're going to be looking at how the Jetboil Sumo stands up to a frozen canister. So we've had a canister from our last test from the room temperature boil time with 68 degree water. We put that same canister in the deep freeze for overnight, and now I'm going to run downstairs, grab the canister out, light it, and see how long it takes the Jetboil stove to boil 1 liter of water with a frozen canister, see if it changes fuel efficiency or boil time. I'll be right back. And the water in the pot right now is 68.7 degrees, and it's exactly 1 liter of water in there. I'll be right back. Alright, I just started our Jetboil stove 21 seconds ago. The canister weighed 202 grams before we started, so we'll see if it holds up to its 9 gram efficiency rating from the last time we used this when the canister was room temperature. I'll keep checking back and forth. Alright, we are at 1 minute 30 seconds, roughly 1 minute 35 right now. The canister is still icy cold to the touch. If you take your fingernail across the side of the canister, you can pull off. Well, I'm melting it pretty fast now, but definitely constantly there's definitely frost on the outside of the canister. It's kind of like when you have your barbecue going too long and your propane tank gets that frost on the outside. That's what's happening to the canister right here, and it is still icy cold to the touch. No boiling action happening yet. Small bubbles across the bottom of the pot, but that's about it. We'll check back in here in a few seconds. Alright, we are at 4 minutes 2 seconds. When we did this boil test previously on the previous video with this, it took 9 grams of fuel and 4 minutes 6 seconds to boil 1 liter of water. So we're at 4 minutes 15 seconds. The cold canister definitely is affecting the performance a little bit. We're going to look inside. A little bit of steam, not a lot of bubbles going on. It's getting close. I'm going to leave the stove on while we wait for it to start boiling. We're at 4 minutes 30 seconds. I know this is kind of like watching paint dry, but I feel if I turn off the camera, we're going to miss the boil time, so I'll just keep looking in and seeing how it's doing. Alright, we are now at 5 minutes. So a full minute longer. Small bubbles nearing the surface, nothing I would consider a rolling boil yet. I will tip you over and take a look inside the pot just to kind of see what's going on. Nothing really happening to speak of yet as far as boiling goes. Canister is still icy cold, lots of frost across the bottom. I can peel it up with my fingernail. There we go, you can actually see a little bit of it before it melts on my finger. Five minutes 45 seconds, almost approaching minute 6. Alright, we're exactly at 6 minutes 3 seconds. I'm going to tip you forward here. A little more happening, but nothing like that big rolling boil that you saw with the reactor. Six minutes 45 seconds. Almost a rolling boil. I'm going to keep a real close eye on this just so the second it does start coming to a rolling boil, I can turn off the stove. So we know exactly how much fuel was used to get to that point. Alright, that's a rolling boil right there. We had a full-on rolling boil directly at 7 minutes 13 seconds right there. So it definitely did increase in time. We'll see if it's lost any efficiency. So I'm going to go run downstairs, take the canister off this stove and weigh it to see how much fuel is used to boil that liter of water. Alright, after weighing the canister, after boiling the liter of water with the canister frozen, it started out at 202 for grams, weighed in at 193. It did take 7 minutes 13 seconds to boil the liter of water, but it still only used 9 grams of fuel, the exact same amount of fuel as a canister that is sitting at room temperature with 68-degree water. I'm really impressed with this. If you have any other questions about the test or about the Jetboil in general, please give us a call at 406-582-0508 or email us at service@prolightgear.com. And then watch for the next video in wind.